Happy Advent! We're almost at the very end. I hope you've been enjoying all these. Today, another fun, simple project. We're doing a little twist on iris folding, but you could make a cute card, a tag, a name placeholder. Put this on the front of any package that you do. Let's get started. So this is the simple little template you're gonna get. So at the bottom of the video in the description, click see more and it will bring you to this cute little template. And this is what we're gonna use to make our little iris folded stocking. You could use paper like we have done before, but today we're gonna use some fabric strips. I just had this cute fabric and I thought I wanted it in blues and whites. So I'm just cutting little strips. They're probably about a 1/2 inch. All you have to do is take a look at the largest one, and I can see that easily fits over that. And on this one, I'm gonna use the same color. On one of them that I showed you in the beginning, we had used 4 different colors. So if you're going to do that, I have it lined up here on which line you would use which color, and it shows you on here. But since we're just gonna use the 2 different colors, one for the cap and one for the trim, what I did is I have a piece of cardstock, and that is the size. I cut this, and I painted over it, but if you just had a colored piece of cardstock, that would work wonderful. And then you can cut this out as your template, and then you're gonna cut this actual hat part out. You're gonna line that hole up right over this. You cut this hole out. This is your back side. You can use your scissors. I'm just gonna use an X-Acto. Cut this out very quickly. This is my back side. Here is the back side again. So this fits perfectly over here. So I've cut these little blue strips up. I'm gonna do the same color all the way around. And I'm gonna make this really, really easy. I'm just gonna use a glue stick. So for my first one, I'm just going around this outside edge. And you have a straight edge here. Lay that down. So you wanna make sure your fabric is facing, right side's facing towards the front. So you're going to see the back side of your fabric on the back of this template. So we've done other videos on iris folding if you wanna see some other ways we've done it. Most of the times we've always used paper and you fold your paper in half. This is really fun and simple because you're not having to do any folding. You're actually just doing your strips and putting them down. So you're just gonna follow all of these numbers. Like this is number 6, so you do number 6 and 7 and you just finish. You just wanna continue around with all of your numbers, just gluing your strips. And number 8 and 9 are right next to each other. And 12 is the centerpiece, so if you wanted a different color for that, you could do that also. Okay, let's take a look. So I'm just gonna trim this excess. It's coming off the edges. And you're just getting a variegated pattern throughout this, but I thought this turned out really, really cute. So what I did next is I took the same piece of cardstock I used and I traced the cuff right on there. I decided I was just going to use this solid piece for the cuff. What I'm gonna do is put some glue stick on the back of this. Glue this down. And then I still have my pattern right here, so I'm just gonna cut this out. And that's gonna go there. Now, for the ball, so you could either just trace the little circle out of this and put this on the top. We're gonna try to do a little fluffy ball for the top. We're gonna do something a little bit different. This is a piece of silver tinsel, very thin tinsel ribbon. So I have a little handle to hold on to, and I'm gonna glue this down there. And you could use hot glue, you could use any type of glue you would like for this. So I just glued that little bit of tinsel on that little ball, and I'm gonna use my heat gun. So I'm gonna put a little bit of a sealer on top. You could use a spray, you could use anything you would like. I just want my glitter to stick to this. And then you could add as much or as little as you would like. Let's see how that looks. So I'm actually just gonna glue stick these on here. So this is just a fun, funky little ball at the top. So I just put a little antiquing on there with my vintage photo, distressing ink, and then I am just gonna seal this. I'm not gonna actually seal the fabric part. If it was made out of paper, I might. So I'm just putting this on the front of a card because you definitely want the back attached to something. And I'm just going to seal at least the edges here. I'm using some heavy duty double stick tape. So just using your heavy double stick tape, I'm putting this on the back of my little card. There you go. Wasn't this fun? And it really is pretty easy whether you use paper or you use fabric. Depending on the colors you use or how you do it, you can make this so unique to you. Don't forget, at the bottom of the video, in the description, there's a link to our template. Whatever you do, have fun. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. Merry Christmas!